Hi, and welcome to the episode of Utah Crossbow Hunter, where today we're going to tie in part one and part two of our light arrows versus heavy arrows. But before we do that, remember, hit that subscribe button down below, ring that bell, so you know when I have new content coming out. Leave me a comment, share this with your family, your friends, and even your worst enemy. Because I do have a goal, and that goal is 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. With your help, I know we can do that. Okay, so like I said, we're going to bring part one and part two together in today's episode. This is part three. And we're going to be using some ballistic calculators for crossbows. The ones that I've seen by was put together by Death by Bunjie and Old Grumpy Hunter. So we're going to go talk about those, and I'm going to use three different arrow types. And let me get my pad out here really quick. I should have had this set up before, but I didn't, and I do apologize for that. So that we have all of our weights and speeds, all that kind of stuff. Okay. So you're going to notice me I got my other screen over here, so I'll be looking at that quite a bit. So let's get right into it. The first one here, I think there's 12 or something like that screens over here. So here it is. So the first one we're going to take a look at here is a Aero Kinetic Energy Momentum Calculator. Okay, so I'm going to use my Zombie Slayer with the 100 grain tips for a total weight of, what was my weight? 506. So my speed on those were 342, and my arrow weight was 506, and we're going to hit the button. So for those ones there, my 131.39 foot-pounds with momentum of slugs a 768. All right. So, okay. So, but that's pretty decent. So let's go with my center punch speed test. So my speed on those was 354, and my arrow weight was 477. So my kinetic energy is 132.71, 7.49 slugs. This is a little bit more on the kinetic energy side. And it looks like momentum is about the same. Okay. So let's go to Crossbow Efficiency Calculator. Okay. So let's use my same speed at 354. My draw weight is 200. My total weight of my arrows was 477, and my power stroke is 15.5. And we're going to get, so stored energy is 258, kinetic energy 132, momentum is 479 in slugs. So I got a little bit of wasted energy, and efficiency is at 51%. So that's a pretty neat calculator. Arrow front to center. Okay, so my length is 20 inches. Oh man, I'm not sure what my balance point is, but you can see here with the example they got on here, the front of center. Okay, moving down. Okay, the crossbow minimum arrow weight calculator based on draw weight. So my draw weight here is 200 and calculate. So it tells me here that 2.5 grains per 2.5 grains per whatever is 500 grains. At 275 it's 550, and at 300 grains per inch, I guess it's call it, is 600. Okay. Okay, arrow weight change calculator, calculate estimated speed, momentum. Okay, so let's go with current initial speed 400. Current arrow weight 477. Okay, 5 grains. Okay, so let's go ahead and hit that. So 477 grains, 502 or 452, 400 feet per second, 395, 405. Momentum is okay. So I think I might have messed that up. But anyways, you get the idea. Okay, efficiency crossbow arrow weight calculator. Okay, so I am going to use, how about if we use my 531? No, let's use the 477. So let me go back here. Center punch. So my speed is 354. My arrow weight is 477. Calculate. Okay, so my current setup, 477 weight, speed 354, kinetic energy 132, momentum 479 with 95% efficiency. Now my best performance would be 504, 345 in speed, 133.18 in kinetic energy, 0771 with 95.71765. So let's go over and look at my 506. Okay, let's see how close we are. So with the 506, which is 504, is 345, and I'm 342, not bad. My kinetic energy is 133, and my average, let me bring that up here. So my average is 343 with those. And my kinetic energy, okay, let me look to bring up another one here. Okay. So my average is 133. I'm sorry, 132. So not bad. Slugs is 771. So this is telling me that my average is pretty consistent with 505, 506. So let me bring up my zombie slayers, my weight factor was wrong one again. So my average is 531. Nope, wrong way here. So my speed is 336. My average weight here is 531. And I'm going to calculate. So let's give me more, a little bit more performance. Slugs is up there. My kinetic energy is up there. So not bad. Okay. So let's pick out another one here. There's all these calculators are fantastic that you guys can sit and go through, but we're going to go through the Aero drop calculator. Now, we're going to use my initial speed. We'll use my heavier arrows. Okay. Okay. Well, I need to take a short little break here. My daughter wants a Band-Aid, so I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back here. Sorry about that. So, we are going to start with my center punch. My speed on those is 354. 354. My arrow length is 20 inches. My vanes are 3 inches. My weight is 477. Well, I'll leave the shooting angle at 0.01, that's fine. And my shaft is 0.346. And my vane height is 5 inches. So we are going to use the 0 to 120 yards. Okay. So my arrow, so my center points at 10 yards. Will fall 4.9. Flight distance is 0.85. Speed 350. Kinetic energy at 129. And my slug momentum is 741. So let's go down here to 100 yards. And you can see here, if I can get my mouse to cooperate, at 100 yards, my arrow is going to drop 88 inches. My flight time is 894. My speed is way down to 319. My kinetic energy is 108 and slugs at 676. So at 40 yards, my arrow is going to drop or rise, so it's going to rise a little bit. 2.5. Flight time 3.46. My speed is going to be 339. My kinetic energy is 122, and my slugs at 718. Okay, so let's go to my zombie slayers. So my initial speed of those is 336. 20-inch arrows, My vanes are 2.5. My arrow weight is 531. Shaft height, that's that. Okay, so everything's, so let's do that. Okay, so comparison. At 100 yards, my arrow is going to drop 102 inches. My flight speed is almost 1 second. My speed is 308. My kinetic energy is 112. And my momentum slugs are going to be 727. 40 yards, my arrow is going to drop, actually raise 0.1. My flight time is 364. My speed is 324. My kinetic energy is at 124. And my slugs at 764. So you can see the comparison there. So comparison, my heavier arrow is going to drop more than my lighter arrow. But again, these are all examples that I'm using here. But they also have a here's now simple arrow drop between two distances. Sighting in calculator. That one's basically on turrets. Okay, so mine is a half. So at 20 yards, it's 2 clicks. So it tells you, gives you a rough idea on that. But all those are excellent calculators. I've been playing with them a little bit, trying to learn them a little bit. But I'll put a link below for those calculators. But they're very, very good calculators. They're all meant for crossbows. So I hope you got something out of this. Because I've been playing with them. I've been working with them a little bit. And they're a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun to set and use. Yeah, I'm working on it. I think it's gonna be a fun it's been a fun project so far. I really need to write all this stuff down more. My bad. But if you want to know about your weights, these weight calculators, these your drop, your rise, whatever you want to learn, playing with weights on your crossbows. It doesn't hurt to play with weights. I play with weights all the time, trying to figure them out, because I want the most momentum that I can get with my kinetic energy. Again, I'm not going to, for me, to sum this all up, I'm not going to be shooting anything further than 40 yards. Just because that's me. And if you look at most crossbow people, if you watch their sights, 40 yards is the max they shoot anyways. Accuracy is going to be better at 40 yards. Your momentum and your kinetic energy is going to be better at 40 yards. You can't see those branches or weeds or whatever in your way through your scope. Because remember, the further out you go, the more arc you're going to get. Because you think you've got your everything level, and really not. You're actually raising your crossbow with your yardage. And that's my daughter's noise on her pad. If you guys hear that, I do apologize, but yeah, she's having her fun being by herself with her pad. Other brothers and sisters around. But anyways, So these calculators are a lot of fun to play with. I would recommend you guys playing with them and using all of them for whatever you need, especially the drop. The drop's important with your weight. You already know before you even get out there how far you can shoot with whatever arrow you have. So remember, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, heavier arrows are better because they help with the silencing of your crossbow. They help with the less arc. They're going to shoot flatter at 40 yards. Not really flatter, but a little bit flatter, 40 yards. Get better penetration, get better momentum to go through that animal. Because remember, we want the ethical shot. The ethical shot at all times. That's the most important thing we can do as hunters. Okay, so like I said, I hope you got something out of this. Leave me your comments in the drop box below or the comment below. Remember, hit that subscribe button because our goal is 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So get your family, your friends, your worst enemy, your neighbor, whatever. Join in the club here because we really want it. I really need it because I enjoy making these videos for you. But you want to watch out. Coming down the pipe, I have something brand new for you guys later on. Yep. And you can see behind me, I've taken off my ATN scope and I put on my Vortex scope. That's not the surprise. Just to give you a hint. That's not the surprise. The reason I've done that is until they come out with something to help me with the ATN to not peek out at my shorter distances, my 20 and 30 yards. And I've been in contact with them. It sounds like they're working on it. But in the meantime, I went back to my Vortex scope. But again, the surprise comes with that Vortex scope. That's right. So you want to stick around for that. So, with that said, remember, family first. Take care of your family. By all means, get out there and hunt. And see you on the next episode of Utah Crossbow Hunter. And also remember, these episodes are dedicated to my son. Have a great day, and thank you for watching.